Sheffield Wednesday versus Cheltenham Town. Let's get all 3 points today and let's see how we do. Hi guys and welcome to this video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. I much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. Also, Talking Wednesday podcast out every Tuesday at 5 PM. We did a live one this week. It was really good. And also, thank you for everyone who came to my live stream on Friday night. It was a good live stream. I hadn't done one in a while. So, let's have a look at what team sheet is. So, it's Stockdale, Palmer, Hennigan, Awitway, Johnson, Vokes, Mighton. Very, very happy about Mighton starting. I said that I wanted to see Mighton get a start. So, you could see Bannon, Windass, Gregory Smith. Gregory and Smith up top. I think that's a partnership we're all liking in a minute. Dawson, Hunt, McGuinness, Brown, Backington, Delibasharu, Patterson are the subs. Not many attacking options on there if we need it. Wilkes is out injured by the sounds of it. So we are missing probably a striker, which ain't good. I'm hoping that's just a precaution to see what it's like. Staying with Byers. The Cheltenham Town team is Southwood, Long, Taylor, Freestone, Jackson, Circum, Broom, Perry, Ferry, Norton, Lloyd. The sub-bench is McDonald, William, Bradbury, Brown, Adashad, Bonds, and Nundalunda. I think that's how you say it. So Cheltenham missing their talisman in Alfie Mesa. That's going to be a big loss to them. But Gregory and Smith up top, very happy about that, to have that connection again. They have been linking up so well since the start. So let's see what we can do. And hopefully we can get all 3 points at home. First half, Wednesday have an excellent start to the game with a great free kick by Josh Windass. And it's all Wednesday. Good ball going in. Really trying to make a mark. There's a good chance for Gregory. Windass has had a couple of shots on range. So have Bannon. But the case of this is not making the most out of our chances. And it's becoming an issue. We had all this really good bit of play, and then one of the Cheltenham players go down, and I think it's his shoe or something. They have a break, and then they manage to get back into the game a little bit, test a little bit. We have to have the ball cleared off the line by Michael Awitway. We've had some questionable back passes back to David Stockdale, which hasn't been great. And not really David Stockdale's fault. It's more the ball coming to him and just not there yet. If we don't get all 3 points from this, it's going to be from our defensive mistakes. At the back, I am still so worried when we play at the back. There is something about this team that play out from the back. It just worries you. There's no confidence there for me at the moment. Going forward, we're really blistering. The only problem with going forward, we can't seem to get this second goal. We should be at least 2 or 3. Gregory hit the post, but we're not making the most of our chances. And this is Wednesday to a nutshell. We had this last season where between this period to January, we just didn't take our chances enough. This game should be out of sight. We've got to be careful because Cheltenham could quite easily get back into this game and it'd be 1-1. We need to get the next goal. We play some good football at times and we're playing some really good stuff. Smith's had a really good chance. Gregory's had a hatful of good chances. Mighton, when he has got the ball, he's running down the wing, but sometimes he's not releasing the ball early when he's cutting inside and he's going for shot, where he could release it to a player instead of going for that shot. But going forward, we're looking great. Midfield, we look okay. There are times where we are losing the ball in possession and we're having to work our way back into it. One of the big things is when we have lost it, we've won it back. But some of the time, we've given the ball away in stupid positions. And they could have had 1 or 2 chances, really. Stockdale had one where he came for it and he managed to get it eventually. But defensively, we still look very shaky. And that's worrying for me. But at half-time, it's 1-0. But we need to start making these chances count. If we don't, we're going to have another Plymouth situation where we do okay for a bit and then they get back into it. Granted, I know Plymouth are a different animal this year, but we have to take those chances, and we're not doing it at the minute. But at half-time, it's 1-0 Wednesday. Let's hopefully that'll be more by the end of this game. Let's not beat about the bush in this one. This second half wasn't great. It was a lot of Cheltenham. It was disappointing in that first half that we didn't get that penalty because it was a stone waller. But Cheltenham were really good. And we were a bit lax with the ball, just giving the ball to them, and they were getting on the break. Couldn't really have a chance. We had chances, though. Winder smashes a shot over from a really cutback from Smith. He just couldn't keep it down. And then they get a free kick, and you're like, can we try and keep this? And they do okay from it, but we do have chances where we're having to go for it and try and get the goal. But when we're going forward and having the chance to get a goal, they're winning the ball back and playing some really good football going forward. And sometimes we are so short at the back with pace that when a team breaks it, it's dangerous. Like Michael Owetwe had a period where he lost the ball on halfway line. He didn't realise the player was behind him, and they were gone. They were in on goal. They pass it to one of their players, and Johnson makes a fantastic tackle to save our blushers. And it just keeps going from there. Cheltenham are really growing into the game as well. We have a really good chance from a corner. Well, it's a great low corner by Bannon to Gregory. Hits in. The great save by the keeper who tips it round the bar. And on the net corner, we have an issue where Hennigan goes down injured with a head injury. Got to have the Pat Butcher thing. And one of the first subs we make is Deli Bashiro comes on for Mighton. And it was the right call because Mighton had a really bad game. It wasn't the good game for him. There were times when he went forward and he just couldn't kind of get on it. There was a chance where he had a shot where he could have placed someone else in. And it just didn't work out too much for him. But we made that change. And Deli makes all the difference. He really does make all the difference. And then we take Smith off for McGuinness, just trying to make it better at the back because we were really struggling at times when they were coming forward. But we do really do well. And there's a bit in this where there's a really weird foul on Palmer that doesn't get given. His arm's getting pulled, but it doesn't get given. And the refereeing standard is just so poor in this league. I'm sick of talking about it every time. But we do go 2-0 up. And it's a great goal by Bannon. It's a poor bit of work by Cheltenham Town. Barry Bannon takes it, hits it from range, 2-0. But then Deli Bashiru with an excellent bit of work. Again, a mistake from the keeper, plays it to us. He has his first shot saves. It goes to Barry Bannon. Barry Bannon pulls it back. Deli Bashiru on the edge of the box, pulls it in, goes in, hits it, 3-0. Get that lad a new contract signed. I'm hoping this will get done in November, back end of October. Just get it signed. It's worrying me that he's doing this. Deli Bashiru made all of the difference. He used his strength so well in that second half and really did do well. Deli had another good shot as well, and it was just a bit of a difference in it. We do win 3-0, but in that second half, we rode our luck a lot. We need to learn how to put two games of halves together because we struggle with this. It's still something. I don't know why. We still struggle with it. Cheltenham played some excellent stuff in that second half. And if they had someone like an Alfie Mate fit or someone who was a little bit better up top, they could have caused us a lot of problems. This was David Stockdale, 500 career appearance today as well. Pulled off some good saves as well. But we do win 3-0, which is great for our goal difference. That puts us a 13 goal difference. But Plymouth won 3-0 versus Accrington Stanley, so that puts them on 31 points. Ipswich Town won 2-1, and they're on 30 points. Wednesday are on 26 points. Pompey on 22. They got a draw versus Fleetwood. I believe Barnsley win. Let me have a look. Barnsley lost 2-0 to Exeter City, so that was Michael Duff going back to his former club. And Bolton Wanderers lost to Forest Green, with Forest Green winning at home. So that's some good little results there. Interesting to see what happens. Port Vale beat Derby. Bristol Rovers beat Cambridge United. Let's have a look. Peterborough 1-1 with Burton, and Peterborough 1-0 up in that. Pompey 1-1 with Fleetwood, and Shrewsbury Town 2, MK Dons 1, and I think that puts MK Dons in the bottom half. Yeah, they're on 10 points. They are not looking the team they were last season. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. So at the minute, Bolton Wanderers in 6th on 20 points, Barnsley on 5th on 20 points, Portsmouth in 4th on 22, Wednesday on 26 in 3rd, Ipswich Town in 2nd on 30, and Plymouth on top with 31. And that was another home win for them today. And they are now starting to get that goal difference up, and it's something that I thought they needed to do more of, and they're doing that now. But Sheffield Wednesday win this 3-0. Our next game is going to be against, I believe it's, I want to say Cambridge. Yeah, Cambridge United away on the 15th. So we've got a full week of training to get some of these boys back fit. You're looking at likes of Wilkes. Hopefully, Reece James' injury isn't as bad as we first thought, but I think it probably is. So we'll see what happens. So hopefully, we can get some players fit, work on some stuff in training. But a great 3-0 win for us, but we rode our luck in that second half.